Hey there, folks. How we doing? It's dun 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 dun. Okay, got a little overexcited about that. 7:43 a.m. Friday, July 8th. Uh, three people for fortitude. Three people meeting for fortitude. Seven spiritual knowledge, spiritual database. This is going to be a short one. Um, it's important for you to always stand up for yourself. When people say stuff, run their mouths, folks don't care about it too much. But when they try to really go at you, turn around, stand on your 2 feet, get in their face, and say, "It's on. It's on. You will not defame my character. You will not. I will not allow you to attempt to take from me my honor." Respect yourself. If all of you respected yourself as much as I respect you, you'll never have a problem with that. Okay? Um, those of you that were at the show, the last event, it wasn't a show. I don't know what it was. It was a gathering. It was a gathering of people talking about stuff, just having fun. But even one of our friends from the Federation was there. That was the funniest thing in the world. And then Luke and Blair took pictures, took a quick video with the camera of them, and then they tried to send it to me. And the first time they sent it, it got stopped. And the second time they went to send it to me over the internet, then all of a sudden their phone got attacked and all their images got wiped out. I don't think it's funny that happened to them, but I think that's kind of crazy about our friends in this federation, trying to keep that from getting out. It was the Central Intelligence Agency of the Space Federation. Actually, that guy was physically here in my house a while ago. Enough about that, though. Anyway, so, folks, your honor is the only thing that no one can take from you, that you have to trash yourself. But when people go after it, and it becomes enough of a nuisance to get involved completely. Okay? You're being attacked, offer the same back to them. Okay? At the end of the last event, those people that were there, they pretty much know I was sick, not doing too good. Okay, a lot of people said, well, lack of sleep, whatever. Those that got close enough could actually hear my breath gurgling, my lungs, fluid in my lungs. I've got COPD and chronic lower lung infections. I've had it all my life, but it's time for that to come to a close. If things were proper, I would have been able to get out of here last year at the end of the year, October 28th. But two things kept it from happening. And they're both being handled right now. Good boy, Herky. We're going to go downstairs 1 second, okay? I had left everything in my will and everything else to Michelle Davis and of the ex-spiritualsymposiums.com, and I wasn't dead yet, I guess. Whatever, I don't know, whatever. But things started getting said about me all over the place. She was actually hounding some people viciously over the phone, saying bad stuff about me, and the people said, "I want to hear it, leave me alone," and she kept calling them This will all come out in court soon. But anyway, the reason why we're having this conversation, um, with the fact that I was going to die, and that was evident, and I was leaving everything to Michelle, the house and everything. I've got a copy of the will. So does Paul. You know, I do what I do with reason. And she made the decisions to go nuts against me, but not until after I'd already given her a lot of my personal property to hold on to. Folks, if I go in the house and die here, me and Herky just die one night, boom. There's a lot of stuff in this house that's worth some money, especially this one crystal. Y'all remember that 66-pound crystal? It's a piece of crystal dragonite fluorescent, but it was a huge crystal. I broke it up. The biggest piece was 22 pounds. The keys to my truck, the title to my truck, all kinds of stuff. You know, it was all in her possession. And then when I didn't die, and she went at me with slander, vicious slander, then it was time for me to act upon it. And I told her I wanted my stuff back, and about 3 weeks later, something like that, I got a call from the police saying that I was harassing her and not to call her. So that kept me from talking to her. So she's smart in the way she handles stuff, or did. But anyway, her lawyer sent me some paperwork, you know, to my lawyers, and I got a copy, and said that I could have back the 22-pound piece of crystal dragonite fluorescent that I gave her to hold on to for me until I died. At that point, it would become hers, but not till I'm dead. I'm not too dead yet. Good boy, Herky, honey, I'm coming. And so anyway, it was going to cost me a certain amount of money. I don't know. I remember seeing 20,000 in there somewhere. I don't know. I don't care because it doesn't really matter. But I was told I could have it back, but I was going to have to pay a certain amount of money. I don't know how that was possible because she had already given it to someone else, sold it, given it. Someone made a donation to her. She made a donation of the stone of my personal property to someone else. And then he got it. He's really cool. He knows me. He sent it to me. Voila, folks, it's back home. There's one more that's coming back. It's across the ocean. Okay, restored. That'll be coming home too. Right, Herky? You ready? I know you feel rough, Herky. We're close, honey. Okay. Give me just 1 second. We'll go downstairs. I know you feel rough, honey. So do I. He's hanging in there, man. It's just... I've had saved so many animals. I know when it's time. I talk with him. But he did tell me yesterday, he goes, Dad, I'm ready to go home. Not like right now, but he's like... Excuse me again. Coffee. I love it. Doesn't love me all the time. You know, it's like now he's looking at me smiling. He goes, I got life, Dad. He was telling me he was ready. You know, he's anxious for the moment to happen. When it's time, I'm taking him. You know, I'm not going to have to is basically what I'm getting. But if I do, no problem, whatever. See, you can't tell how things are going to happen in the immediate future, even sometimes, especially when it's very important to other things. It'll be the best it can be for a good reason and through compassion, honor, equality. But good, Herky, honey. You see, you like the crystal? You like that thing? Yes, you do. Herky's over here trying to get his nose on it. It's just above his head. Okay, buddy. Let's go. Come on. We're gonna go in a minute. Come on. I don't want that. I love you, baby. That crystal's kind of heavy, and the table, it's okay. It's supporting it. I'm just a little concerned. If it came close to falling, I'd grab it. Anyway, I love you, buddy. Herky means everything to me, man. He's just... He's so cool. I love you, baby. Yes, I do. Yes, you're my man. You're my hero. You're my man. Good boy. I'll be right there, buddy. Anyway, oh yeah, things were said about how I hate Herky. It's not right for us to eat animals or animals to eat animals. It's part of the bad creation that we have. Um, I'm not going to be here much longer at all. Herc and I are going soon, but I know you're anxious. I know, baby. But Herky, what he eats some really good dog food. Won't give you the name of it. It's salmon and sweet potato, and then he has boiled boneless, skinless chicken breast, and then I get him a little bit of steak. I just got him another strip down at Kroger, and then I boil it, and then cut it up, feed it to him. This thing about eating animals, folks, it makes me sick, makes me want to puke when I think about it. It's going to be stopped, it's going to be handled, it'll be done right without people dying. Replicators is what's going to make the difference here, okay? That and getting the food chain back, plant life, which I talked to them too. It's this creation was made wrong. I'm telling you. Anyway, and people slam to you, folks. Just unless they really go out of the way to get really stupid about it and really screw you, forget about it. But when they go at you and won't stop, there's only one thing to do: stop them. Okay? So, here again. Just more issues that came my way. One of my divorces, my now ex-wife, literally, she was breaking into my house. I changed the locks and tightened everything up where she couldn't get in after I left. Went back to my house. And she went nuts. And then she started making all these crazy claims against me and everything, just out of nowhere. I was going through the house doing this, they were in fear of their life and everything, and it's just like, what? And someone gave them her not a subpoena, what do you call it? A restraining order where I had to stay away from her. And I'm like, sure, no problem. She's coming to my house 3 o'clock in the morning trying to break in and leaving notes everywhere. I'm like, whatever. So then when I went to court, this was in Gwinnett County, I went to court and there's a woman judge, and I said, this might not be too good for me. And I wasn't worried about it, but she was making me out to be something vicious. And I'm large now, my body's falling apart, I've gained all this weight, folks. There's a reason for that. It had to happen like that, okay? And my abdomen is literally coming apart, folks. My body's going, okay? It's time. And it's going in so many ways. The walls of my heart are being softened now. I've always had an incredibly powerful and huge heart. Now it's getting a little bigger everything's getting ready to just come apart nice and easy at the same time. But anyway, I was amazed at all the stuff she'd said, and then when we went to court and talked with the judge, and she was saying all the stuff, we're in fear of her life and everything, and then as soon as she stopped, the judge looked at me and said, Your Honor, I said, my wife has a problem telling the truth. I said, she hides in and out of words. I said, she's just made a statement, she's in fear of my life and everything, of her life and all this other stuff. I said, if you ask her if I've ever even raised a hand towards her, a child or an animal, she'll have to tell you no. If you make the question that specific, she'll tell you no. So the judge just looked at her and she went, and the judge goes, okay, and the judge said, okay, you said he did this damage to your home and all this crazy stuff. She goes, where's one picture? where's anything to prove any of this stuff? Of course she had nothing. When she walked up to the poor thing, she had this much paperwork in her hand. I looked at her, I said, what the hell? What's that about? It's like, I felt sorry for her. I did, but it was so funny. And the bailiff was looking at me like, like this. I looked back at him, just laughed at him. I said, "Son, you're nothing." Um, Folks, you can be made to look like anything if people run their mouth enough. Okay? Truth came out. That judge, she was very intelligent. She saw through all the bull. She just dismissed the whole thing. She after listening to us a little bit, she said, "Who gave you this, order against him?" And she looked and she goes, "Oh, yeah, I'm gonna talk to her." And she set it aside in the corner. So no big deal. I was done wrong, but the truth came out. Folks, the same thing is going to come out now in court. Okay? There's no poor Jay or nothing. It's just the truth of who I am. Karen used to say I abuse Herky. Yeah, that's a joke. Let people say what they want, but if they go after you hard, put your feet down, turn around, pop them right in the nose. And I'm that sounded very physical. What I'm saying is meet them head on. Whatever crap they're giving you, hit them with the truth, okay? And that'll work just fine, okay? I don't mean actually turn around and pop them in the nose. I got to be careful what I say. There's going to be a lot of hell raised about this video. I don't care. It's the truth. So, so funny that they would want to say, be careful of your client and his slander. And here's proof right here. Bada boom, bada bing. I tell you the truth. So, later on, when you become more aware and see things, feel things better, you have the truth again. You see it for yourself, and then you know what I told you is correct, because you'll look out the window of an airplane, so to speak, and see the same island. Same trees, same shoreline, same buildings. Yep. You're going to find out what I told you is out there is actually there. And that's no whoopee, Jay. That's like, cool, you're seeing it now. So now that you see it, you know more about it, you know more about you, and you can make better decisions for yourself and understand things better. And the more you understand things, what else do you have? Less fear. Less fear of what's really going on around you. Okay? But folks, if people won't stop, turn around and stop them. Stand up for yourselves. Okay? You're not alone. You're about to be very, very, very covered in this area. Okay? I love you folks. Herky, you ready, honey? Herky. What do you smell? You want to go downstairs and eat? You want to eat? No? Yes? Okay, let's go. Ready? Folks, I love you, man. Have a good